I am on YouTube right now, guys. I am on YouTube. I'm living here, Facebook. Please join me on YouTube. Let's go and talk. Let's go and discuss mental health, how to know people who are mentally sick. Say how, and if you are the one that is in the, if you fall in that kind of space, or maybe you are even the one that is sick and you don't know it, seek help. How do you seek help? What should you do? What should you do? It's very, very important. See, when you are mentally challenged, when you are someone who is not very okay there, you understand? Whether you call it bipolar, whatever you want to call it will be difficult for you to be able to keep company. It will be difficult for you people to, you see people saying things about you that you don't think you are. You understand? You will find it difficult to keep friends. You will find it difficult to keep relationship. And so many people who have become mentally ill is as a result of a bad relationship. Yes, bad relationship can cause you to be mentally ill. Yes, bad relationship can cause you to be mentally ill. Where you come dey behave kuku, only you na know wetin dey happen for inside your body. People where they live with you na know say something is not right here. Abemona come go YouTube. Let's go and discuss this. Bye bye Facebooker. Hi YouTubers, good evening. We are not much yet on YouTube. Please join us. Let's go. Bye bye from Facebook. Don't forget, place your order for B&B Luxurious, 100% human, and voila. Pleasant Glow Skincare is for you. Bye everyone. Love you. Share the video. Okay. Hello, my people. Hello. Hi, guys. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my page. Welcome to my channel. Yeah, channel. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Please, if today is your first time of coming across our video, if today is your first time of seeing us here or joining us here, please do us a favor. Kindly click on the subscribe button and, of course, smash the notification bell. Don't go away. Don't leave without subscribing. We want to build our channel, and of course, just a click of you subscribing to this channel, you have equally contributed your own effort to building this channel. Click on the notification bell and please share our video. You know, human race, that is what it is. We are created to help each other. You don't necessarily have to know me one-on-one. I don't need to know you one-on-one. Please just subscribe already and let us build this channel together, where we talk to ourselves, where we motivate ourselves, where we bring awareness, and where we discuss our day-to-day life, helping each other and lifting each other. This platform is all about creating fun, awareness, lifting each other. No negative vibe here, guys. No negative vibe. We believe in being lifted to lift another. Yeah, we don't believe in being lifted to trample on others. We believe in being lifted in order to lift another. All right, and of course, give our video a thumbs up. Like this video already, please give us a thumbs up this video, guys. Thumbs up this video, and as you do so, may God and heaven entirely thumbs you up in Jesus' name. Amen. We are Christian. I am. When you constantly hear me pray, call the name of God, maybe you are not from Christian religions, please don't feel uncomfortable. Stay tuned. Like I said, we believe in being lifted to lift others. In my platform, we believe in showing respect for everybody's religion. While we preach our religion to you, you are free to preach yours to us as well. But however, the mighty God at the end of the day supersedes all. All right? You are welcome again. I am your girl, your host, your presenter, B&B. And in case you're still wondering, what is B&B? What does it stand for? B&B simply means bold, noble, and beautiful. We are bold in this platform. We are noble, and we are beautiful. We are nobly bold and beautiful. All right. You are welcome once again. What did I say we are going to be talking about here today? Imagine if your partner is sick, is mentally sick. Just imagine it, and you have no idea. Imagine that one person that you are in a relationship with is mentally sick, and you don't know. Imagine about to tie the knot, like you are about getting married to somebody where your head no correct, your brain no correct. The person don't know. Even you watching, if you watching me right now, you in a relationship that is saying you don't know. Imagine being in a relationship with somebody who is bipolar, with the mood swing and everything already. Today go misbehave. You go tell you sorry. Play with you, say okay, everything don't finish. Sweet the next day, sweet the next day. You there you are, feeling happy. Say, hey, he's changed. She has changed. She said she's sorry. He said he's sorry. And then tomorrow, or 1 week later, this same person that seems to have changed, wonderful, understanding now, will just come again. Do worse than yesterday or a week ago. Hello, good evening to you too, Pam Lady Co. Thank you for tuning in. Good evening. Please help me share this video. Today we are going to be interacting, and I'm going to be focusing a lot. We're going to take our time, analyze this, no rush. This video today, if you're watching me for the first time, or maybe you're watching, you just expect me to be talking, we are going to be discussing like we are in a discussion room. Everyone is just sharing their ideas, discussing. I'm going to be looking at comments. I'm going to be paying attention to your comment a lot because we are going to be interacting. Yeah. So please feel free to share your opinion. Feel free to share your ideas. And if you have any experience with people like that, what it can be, please feel free to share, comment, and let us talk. All right? Comment and let us talk. And before you do that, please help me share. Help me share. Imagine. Just imagine. Yeah? Just imagine it. What if that person you are living with right now, that seems like they are not credible, like you can't bank on their good behavior now. 1 minute they are talking so nicely, calm, calculated, beautiful, sane, and then the next day or the next minute, or over any little thing that you do to irritates them, any little thing in your mind, like, but we can talk this thing over. The way they will react, boom, they are like a bomb blast. And you are there, you are wondering, say, this one never reached to react like this now. Other than natural sane anger. Most people many people cuckoo for head. Many people head no correct. And a lot of people will, before they go into a relationship, before they start sleeping with somebody, they will go for what's it called? They are likely to go for blood tests. They are likely to go for other tests or whatsoever. But one thing people never really look into, one area that people never look into, is the area of checking if the person is mentally okay. Who get that to come to check whether he dey craze or he dey mad or something dey worry or he get mood swing or he get a parasite wey dey chop all the better thing wey dey the head, chop small for here, leave small for there. Who get time to look into all of that? Not everybody. Now imagine you being in a relationship like that with poor people like that. I say poor because I feel for them. Sometimes they don't even know what is wrong with them. They don't know until they are diagnosed. But you, when they say you are looking, see this video now is to create awareness. So we start looking into stuff like this. Your eye open, start to look into things like this okay, what could be this? What could be that? What's going on? Like, seriously, you need to start putting your eyes down. And even you that is watching me right now, please, 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 take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Take care of your mental health. Take good care of your mental health. Don't let anybody drive you insane. Don't stay too much or too long in a relationship with an insane person, because it is not contagious. They can't pass it to you just like that. But when you stay too much inside the dark, you start to see even without the light. When you stay too much in a toxic relationship like that, where you are in a relationship with someone who is mentally not okay, and you have no idea, and they themselves, they don't know. So you just capitalize on the negativity that they are doing, hoping that they will change, and you have no idea. 1 minute they are fine, telling you, oh, how much they are sorry for yesterday and all that, and you thinking, okay, she's fine now, he's fine now, everything is fine, everything is okay. And then a day later, 2 days later, 1 week later, or even 1 hour later, you are shocked. Like, this one of the best way, just they apologize right now. They are very good. People like that, they are very good when they can apologize, when they are sane, when they are back to themselves. They can apologize, they can be remorseful, they can feel bad about what they do because they did not do it in their right senses. They don't know what they're doing. Now, you now imagine being in a relationship with somebody like that. What can you do? When you're in a relationship with somebody like that, what can you do? Perhaps you don't even know. You have no idea that this person is sick. So whatever they do, you take it as she's wicked, he's wicked, he's doing this to me, he's doing that to me. You know, say they know they know. Many of us, see, let me tell you, many women, many men, before you marry that person you married, before you even enter into the, you see the way that they behave abnormal sometimes. They do like somebody where, they calculate, somebody who doesn't use his brain properly, who doesn't use his head properly. Those symptoms are usually there. The signs will always be there. They do things out of line, out of the ordinary sometimes. And you take it like, no, she's not always like that. He is not always like that. But you notice it, you know it, they see him. It gets some kind of reasoning, some kind of talk where they go talk sometimes, and you wonder, like, that's where in mind, person where head correct, but they reason like this. That's number one thing you will notice, that you yourself, you will know, but you will take it as a joke or normal talk, where you tell yourself, you look at them and you tell yourself, a person when it did normal, but they reason like this. Their reason is usually off key when they are at it. When they are saying, okay, everything is fine and okay, that's mood swing. That is a mood swing. Imagine being in a relationship with someone who is like that, who has a mood swing, who is not very okay mentally, who is bipolar, and because he's not diagnosed or she's not diagnosed and you don't know. When they are acting, when they are behaving, how do you cope with people like that? How do you handle situations with people? Because they can go extreme. People like that can go extreme. Imagine if they are men, if it is the man who's got the strength and the power. That's why you see many women who go through abusive relationship, many women who go through domestic violence, who go through suffer brutality in the hands of their partner, because they are the weaker vessel. They don't have the power to measure up to this man when it's time, when they are beaten up. And then when their eyes clear, you see them say, when his eye will clear, you see them say, oh, what did I just do? Oh, I'm sorry, I don't mean it, I don't know what I'm doing, oh, blah 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 blah. And you think, no, he's just saying it. Many women suffer such because they are in a relationship with someone who is mentally ill, unknown to the person, therefore not taking treatment, and unknown to the women, therefore not seeking for help, thinking is normal. He's just doing it. He loves me. He beats me today and he begs tomorrow. He is nice to me today. The next minute is brutal. Saying I love is love. It's not love. Oh, they are sick. They are sick. When they love you so much and every little thing you do pisses them off, they talk, the kind of talk that comes out of their mouth, the way they react, they can hit you without thinking twice. Please, oh, don't take it for granted. Stop taking it for granted. People like that, they can mess up your image. They can mess up your name. They can do anything, but not within their control. They can't control it. They just do it. And when their eyes clear, you start wondering. See, any normal sane human being, before they do anything, will think twice. When you are with somebody who you know that this person actually loves you, when he's saying or when she's saying, the things she does or the things it does is totally different from the way they behave when they are off it. Like you yourself, you'll be wondering, is this not the same person? This person is nice. I've had a lot of women complain such to me. He's nice. He's a good man. Oh, he treats me with so much respect. But sometimes I don't know. There's a lady that called me one day and said, I am confused. He said, I don't know. He said, B&B, I think I'm losing it. I said, what? He said, this person is too good. He's a good man. That's what he said. He's a good man. But if the thing he go bless say something, sometimes he go bless say something, enter, he say he gets angry so quick. And when he's angry, if you stay for his sight, now you know what thing go happen to you. He said he get angry and break things, like the way he behave. And then few minutes later or 1 hour later, you will see him cool again. Like, oh my God, what did I just did? And then he will start apologizing. I remember telling that lady, like, I don't think that's normal. I don't think it's normal, because normal people, even when they are angry, they know the limits. I'm telling you, they know the limits. But a lot of Africa, especially African people, a lot of African people suffer mental illness. They suffer bipolar, but are not diagnosed. And why? In most cases, they believe that once you have been diagnosed of a mental illness, it means like crazy, you know, the way they call them crazy woman, crazy man. That stigma, they look it as stigma. They see it as a stigma. That people now refer to them, whatever they do, say, you know, no, my day, they on a antidepressant medication, if they sick or she they sick, if they cuckoo, you know, they fine. Because of the stigma and the way people normally use it to mock them, they don't like being diagnosed with stuff like that. They don't, even when they suspect it, they don't want to be diagnosed with it. They don't want to check out themselves. They don't want to believe that they could be suffering from something like that. Listen, look after your mental health. If it looks like you are beginning to think out of the box, you are no longer yourself. Is it that you they think suicide? Sometimes your mind just tell you, say, what did they this life self? Or sometimes you get angry out of your ordinary self. You feel like you are depressed. My dear, go and check your mental health. Check your mental health for your sake and for the sake of your loved ones and everyone around you. Go and check your mental. Don't let it deteriorate to the extent that it becomes untreatable, where you will not become so obviously mental. You know the way we call her. You can't be obviously cuckoo kind of a candidate. You understand? Go and check yourself. Go and check yourself. You see, the thing with Chacha Ike, you all know Chacha Ike, right? Chacha Ike. She came out the other day crying her eyes out that she's had enough. She's living with her life. And every one of us started feeling sorry for her. Only for her to come out again and said, no, she's not suffering. anything from if your husband is that nice, as he's saying, a man who never raise his hand on you, a man who will never even raise his voice on you, what could that man possibly be doing that is, or maybe he cheated, like the rumor we heard that the guy cheated. I mean, if this guy had been so nice and all that, and this is the first time he's doing this or whatsoever, I guess he would have talked it over. It won't reflect this bad on her. But she came out after being admitted to the hospital saying that she's been diagnosed of bipolar. In other words, she's depressed. Yes, it can result as a result of depression and so many other things like that. All right. So she's depressed. Why is she depressed? What is she going through? You don't just stay and just get depressed. Things lead to it. Things causes it. Number one is stress. Nothing make you more depressed than stress. When you are too stressed, whether emotionally, mentally, or whichever way, it can cause depression. When you are overly stressed, too much of stress can cause depression. When you think too much of anything, it can cause depression. Financial stagnation can cause depression. A lot of things. There are so many things that causes depression. Being put in an environment that you feel like you don't belong here, it can cause depression. There are so many things, so many ways people get depressed, and when not handled on time, when not cared for on time, it can escalate into mental issues. All right. Okay, she said she's been diagnosed with bipolar. Did you know that just debunked anything that she has been doing? There is no way that girl is going to act now. There's nothing she's going to say that most people are going to think too much of. That many people are going to believe if it has to do with cut whatsoever. You said you are bipolar. You have been diagnosed with bipolar. That means there's a mood swing. Could it be that you are in one of the mood swing right now? These are the reason why a lot of people will not want to treat themselves or to be diagnosed or go to check up themselves, be diagnosed with it, so that it doesn't look like their words or their actions are no longer credible in any way, any form, or in the society, or who knows where they will be tomorrow, that their actions will be judged by their state of mind or their mental state. You understand what I'm saying? These are the reason why people don't really want to go and check out themselves. But let me tell you, for your own good, for your own good, for your own good, it is okay. You see, a lot of people who go for in Africa that they see this one. Many people will be say they run enter street. Thank you, darling. Thank you. Many people they run enter street for Africa. When I'll see them throw away clothes, throw away pants, come wear nyama nyama. Many of them suffer from stage to stage. You know, just not be all of them be ojuju, not be the cast spell on, not be all of them just start immediately like that. It started gradually. When it's no longer taken care of, that's when you see it blown out to full moon like that, where they enter street because no proper care. That's when you see many of them end up in a psychiatric ward, being admitted there like forever, because they didn't diagnose it on time and they did not take care of themselves on time. When you see some people talk out of line, yeah, see, we do come across people like that who talk out of line. Ask them one question, direct question. They will branch to Sokoto, Kaduna, branch to Afghanistan, branch to America, branch to Europe. One question, yet they will not have a conclusive answer for you. There are people, these are signs. Like, you see people do things. There are some people, you are having a conversation with them, the way they talk, say, yeah, no. Many African people are suffering from mental problem. Yes. Many African people know well for head. Make I use broken to talk this one. Maybe here, wait. Many African people, especially for that our Nigeria. Hello, hi. Please thumbs up this video. Thumbs up this video, please. We are not much, but at least if I get one thumbs up from everybody watching right now, the thumbs up will be more than the way it is already. Thank you for watching. For those of you who are thumbsing up already, I appreciate you so much. And for those of you here watching, I appreciate you so much. God bless you. All right. See, let me tell you, many people, like I said, especially, you see, like I said, stress is a huge factor to mental cuckoo, which can also generate or develop into bipolar disorder. All right, do you understand? So please, stress can cause it, especially, you see, sometimes abeg no vex o, people wey dey here now dey watch me, no more una no vex. Una go see some of our young brothers, sisters who young African brothers and sisters who travel through land, enter Europe. Some of them, you will see the way that they behave like. Some of them, I don't say all of them. So see enter, they were able to take the stress, stand the stress, they are normal. While others, you will see the way that they behave. Some of them, you see them in the camp. When you hear say, I jump from the roof, or it not be the stress when it they not be other people they. You don't they build up. You don't they build up. Many of them, because of the horror, the stress, the things where they see for road, it don't enter their head, it don't mess up with their head. Now you go say, if they go enter abroad, it get the way that they behave, it get the way that they talk. Like, you wait, say, you go to wonder, who is this? Why is this person talking like this? There are many married women also who be say their head not correct. Many married men, their heads not correct, but they don't know. They don't want to go for checkup. Many of them say when you still go for checkup, when they put on the antidepressant medication, when you go they help them, they calm the thing down. They know they take their medication. So sometimes when you see people acting abnormally, talking abnormally, they behave one kind when you self no understand. Today they are saint, tomorrow they are terror, next tomorrow they are devil. Day after they are what? Angel. You go the one that say, which kind of mood swing be this one? You will see her today different person, see her another day different person, and horror. There is every possibility. If you are close to people like that, if you be husband of women like that, if you are a wife of men like that, if you are a brother or sister to people like that, friends to people like that, see, discuss it with them. They need to get checked. They need to get checked. Some of them are cry. Mood swing. If you are watching me, you fall in that category where sometimes you just feel like you want to cry. Yes, it happens like that too. They are not necessarily constantly violent when they swing moods, or overly calm and quiet when they swing moods. Sometimes they just cry. They just want to cry. They are so constantly emotional. They want to cry. They just think every little thing they want to cry. They can think far back to 25 years, 30 years and cry about it today. They can even think about something that is possibly going to happen in another 25 years from now. They are crying already, awaiting it today. They can be overly emotional. If you find yourself like that, sister, my brother, go and check yourself. Please go and check yourself. It is very, very important that you check yourself. And if you are around people like that, they might just need your motivation. Motivate them to take care of their mental state. You see those people who are constantly teary, emotional. Now those kind of one, their mind goes just there, they go and maybe go kill yourself. All right? Go finish yourself. Just go end up. Those are the emotional type. Why the one where their head they cuckoo? Like we all saw the video of the pastor who passed away by his wife late. Is it in Canada the day of America? The Ghanaian pastor wait by his wife where they call Barbara. We saw that video that trended on social media. I think inside last month or 2 months ago. Yes, inside last month. We all saw that video. You see, that kind of a man, he know well. That man not well. Something was wrong with his head. Even if you look at the video where the brother of the girl, yeah, the brother of the wife confront her. See the way he was acting, the way he was behaving, the way he was talking. If I don't buy your sister, you know, say, man, you know, be a man of God. You know, be this. Who talk like that? Which man of God go vow, saying go kill wife? People like that, their head don't go. You see the way they behave sometimes, the way they act sometimes, you are wondering, this person, what is it? And they are so, they don't advance, but the kind things where they go do. They behave like children. Behaviors that you will not expect from a child. You will see them exhibiting it. And you are wondering, is everything okay with this person? Is everything okay with this person? I beg, if they're there around you, advise them to seek for help. They should seek for help. They should go talk to their doctor. They should learn to open up, speak with their doctors, get examined, and treat themselves if need be, so that it don't result to situation where it go dey out of control. And people like that also, no matter anything what you go do for them, when they're happy, they're happy. When they are not happy, you look as if you are not doing anything. When you are with people like that in relationship, I don't know, in other words, there's nothing, anything you do for them is not seen to be appreciated. They tend to show the opposite side of your goodness when they are in their actions. Call it action. When they swing from the mood today, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Is it that they are overly good and perfect? And then when they swing, they are devil themselves. It's like this, you don't know them. Even they themselves, when they're out of the other mood, and if camera there when they catch them, they will look at it and say, child, now maybe that's, yeah, if you fall in that category, go and seek for help. You need help. You need help. And if you are around people like that, think from this one. Before you condemn them, please quickly think, is this person normal? Maybe she's not fine. Yeah, there is every possibility that, or there might be some possibility that she's not fine. He's not fine. I beg, put eye for ground. Take eye, follow them. Take eye, follow them. Take eye, follow them. Seek for help before it be saying, now you they come they seek for help for. You seek for help for them. And you too that is living with people like that, that is starting to get to you. It's starting to get to you. Their behavior, the way they behave, is starting to get to you that it looks as if you are being contaminated by such dark spirits. Yes, it's a dark spirit, guys. Like I said earlier, when you stay too much in the dark, you will start to see inside the dark. When you stay too much with people like that, you will start losing it yourself. You start losing it yourself. You will start losing it yourself. You will start losing it yourself. Eh? You will start losing it yourself. They are not okay. Hold on, guys. Let me quickly share. They are not okay. So please, 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 take good care of your mental health. Very, very important. Like I was saying, like all those people will come where you use leg. Imagine all the horror where they see all the stress, all the emotional stress they have to go through, all the physical stress they have to go through. So it do a lot of damages to so many of them. It did a lot of damages to so many of them, and they did not know. So those damages are all in their body. They are in their head, not treated, they didn't go for counseling to help release all that stress. They didn't go for treatment. Excuse me. And then, being that everything I have experienced it. Oh, thank you, darling. This everything don't accumulate for them. You see the way that they behave. Listen, if your mind in any way, if you in any way say you never, the relationship will never tie knot yet, you in any way suspect, say this person, and the way they behave, if they behave like say no normal sometimes, if they act, get the way go just dey act sometimes. See, una dey see that kind of people almost every day. The way they go take act sometimes, you go dey question yourself like, this person dey okay so? Mama, but how can you advise someone to seek for help in a situation? Let me read it there. Let me read it here. So like I said, we are going to be relating with each other, talking together. Let me check your write-up here. Original White said, I've experienced it. Oh, thank you, darling. Oh, I hope. How are you now? How are you now? You experienced it. How were you able to get out of it? How did you go about it? How did you know that this situation is not for me? It's not healthy. It's not healthy. Please say something. Let other people learn from your experience as well. Gospel Truth Mama. Yeah? He said, but how can you advise someone to seek help in a situation where they are in denial? And when you insist, they will start saying you are jealous of them. They will start saying you are jealous of them. That is also a sign. That is also a sign when it is obvious, when the symptom is glaring, like you are not okay, you need to seek for help. Instead of them to seek for help, they are telling you are jealous. Oh, come on. Now you they sick. Now you know they behave one kind. And they tell you say seek for yourself, they jealous. No. It is not jealousy. Statements like that, talk like that, it all boils down to denial. And you know, with African people, like I said earlier, with our African people are so in denial, especially when it comes to this field of mental health. They don't want to not tell African woman say he dey cuckoo. Not tell African woman say make it go seek for help, say it could be mentally deranged, mentally sick or whatsoever. It could be depressed. They don't want to. For them, it sounds like an insult, except for the enlightened, very well enlightened one who know that, okay, the same way when we say leg fit dey pain you, the same way when we say you fit twist your ankle, your hand go dey pain you, the same way you feel sick for your brain, the same way we say sometimes you get sore throat. Now the same way your brain fit just switch, it go dey pain you. You need to treat them. It is not their fault. It is because there is not much awareness within the African community regarding this mental health. There is no more exposure. People are not exposed to it. I say, so as they see malaria, as they see fever, as they see whatever it is. Now, so that they see mental health issue. See, as they see people where they see epilepsy, as they see people where they see whatsoever. Now, so that they see people where they say if they get mental health problem. So if you get if you they feel like this, or you they feel like this, or you they observe person when you deal with somebody around you, they behave abnormal, there is every possibility say they could be mentally challenged. Or help them by letting them know, look, and you yourself, if you get headache, if I quarrel you, no be person go tell you say go buy paracetamol, may you take, right? If you cut your hand, no be person go tell you say, oh, stop the bleeding by maybe applying pressure to it or putting a plaster to cover the wound. No be person go tell you that one, right? No be, if dirty dey your body, no be person go tell you say wash and comot. Why is it that when people are mentally ill, they will never admit, even when they know, when you are constantly sleepless, when you no longer sleep, you don't sleep. For some, it degenerates little by little. They will become maybe an alcoholic. They become an overly excessive chain smoker, alcoholic, sleepless night. You hear voices, you hear things, your eye, they see things like things they waka pass you, and nothing they waka pass you. You they hear what somebody go talk one word, it go mean a lot different thing entirely for your ear. You when they look, they go, they say, no, not be waiting she talk be that. That is how they understand it. And there is nothing you will say that will change it like that, change it from there. You say, no, now white, now she wear. They say, no, now black. And you are one, they say, it is not normal when you are feeling like that. Do not take yourself for granted. People who end up in psychiatric wards are people who experience the symptoms at a mild stage when it was minor, but did not follow up. People who snap like that are people who all these symptoms have been accumulating, but they refuse. They refuse to seek help. They refuse to seek help. I saw travel. Hello, darling. Good to see you. Good afternoon from your side. Good evening from here. Good evening from here. Seek help. Not everybody is normal. A lot of women are in a relationship. Yeah, domestic violence or abusive marriage. Many, like I said earlier, many people who are in abusive marriage. When we say abusive marriage doesn't necessarily have to be marriage where they get physical with each other. Domestic violence is not necessarily where somebody is panebitted, beaten black and blue. No. Mental torture, emotional torture. So you are in a relationship with somebody whose behavior whose act is constantly out of the line. And there is nothing you will do to convince them that they are out of line. If you like, gather your ancestors. They don't believe they are out of line. The only thing they reason is what they do is right, is perfect. And you that is normal, you are like, it's not perfect. Lie. They are too perfect too. They are not normal. They are not okay. Seek help for them. Some people will reason it like, uneducated. She is not educated or he is not educated. That is why he talk like that. Education or not education do not stop you from knowing what is right, what is wrong, speaking normally and speaking abnormally, talking things that shouldn't be heard, you shouldn't be heard saying, acting in a way that everyone around you is so uncomfortable, but you don't care. Sometimes they are not normal. It is not a normal behavior. They are not okay. There is something wrong somewhere. They need help. Thumbs up this video if you are just coming. If you haven't given us your thumbs up yet, thumbs up this video, guys. They are not okay. Something is wrong somewhere. When you live with people like that, quickly seek for help. Quickly. It's not only in grown people, even what's it called? Children, young adults. Mental health problem is not only say, oh, he's still too young. Just observe, watch them. If you are close to them and you notice that the way they are behaving is not normal, convince them to seek for help. Do not play pity party with them. Like, okay, you are not okay. Don't be too afraid to tell them the truth. Do not be afraid to tell them the truth, because sometimes what they need is enough conviction to let them know that, you know what, your behavior is starting to be abnormal. Your actions is abnormal, it's not right. Let them seek for help. And you that is watching me, if you find yourself in any of this category, you find yourself doing any of these things, you know yourself, seek for help. Seek for help. Maybe your own is because of the heartbreak you have been through, the torture, the pain you have been through mentally, emotionally. It looks like anyone who come across you never appreciates you. It looks as if anyone that comes into your life is in your life to mess you up. As a result of that, too much accumulation of emotional stress, too much accumulation of constantly thinking back and front of the wrong people have done you, it can mess your head up. Normally, see, not everyone is born with bipolar. Some developed it. Not everyone is born with mental health issues. Some develop it due to stress or whatever situation they find themselves. So when your situation is starting to push you to think differently, to think so much, to look at what did this word self. You don't reach there. You are going there. You are going there gradually. When he's pushing you, When you have everything you should live for, you dey look, wetin dey this world sef? Depression is setting in and is pushing you to the cuckoo stage. Please take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Don't just sit down there crying your eyes out all the time. Seek for help. And do not just sit there looking at them like, how did they worry this one self? I can't deal with this. Fine. Even if you cannot deal with it, convince them to go seek for help. Convince them to go seek for it. Because number one, living with people like that will mess you up. If you do not do what is right by making sure they seek for help, and you too seek for help to deal with the little that have succeeded in being injected into you. Yes, when you stay with people like that for too long, not knowing, it can affect you too. It can affect you too. Yes, you will start reasoning somehow, acting somehow, behaving somehow, seeing things differently like you would normally do with your normal self. You will know it. You will know. You will know. You will know. Maybe you are the type that is usually naturally a happy person, happy person. All of a sudden, you are vengeful, you are vindictive, you are constantly angry, constantly irritated. Like, Jesus, you are constantly irritated, constantly angry. You are just angry at everything and everyone. All right, no one, somebody do not need to offend you before you get angry. You just find yourself constantly being angry. You are angry at everything. You are provoked at the slightest provocation. You are provoked. You blow things out of proportion. My dear, check your mental health state. Check it. When body don't they do you. I beg, check yourself. You are gradually being dragged out. The sense in you is gradually being dragged out. Check yourself. Check yourself. Check yourself and seek for help. Our people know sabi seek for help. The only help they seek for now. If I think they worry, then call doctor, call GP. That's it. Go to the pharmacy and buy medication. Buy medicine. That's the only help they seek for. They are not used to going for counseling. They are not used to even just going to your doctor. Talk to them about, this is where I've been feeling recently. I behave like this. I do that. For some of them, na bad dream. Before you close your eye, you don't dream bad dream. Before you close your eye, you are starting to dream bad dream all the time. And this dream are starting to have some kind terrible effect on you. Yes, you know it. The dream are starting to have some terrible effect on you. Before you close your eye, you don't dream bad dream. Before you close your eye, you don't dream bad dream. Seek for help. Seek for help when you feel like these things are starting to get on you. If you are starting to see things where no day, illusion, hallucinating, you just tell your face, bless every just waka pass. Nobody waka pass. Your head is starting to mess you up. Seek for help. Seek for help. And for those of you who are not in a relationship, it can be worse when you are in a serious relationship with people like this, or you are married to them already. You are married to them already. Before you start noticing that, bless this person, you get the way they do things. You get the way some people, they can hide it. Or some, maybe by the time they are in a relationship, by the time both of you are courting, they did not manifest it like that. They were so charming, so good, so nice, that you didn't really pay attention to that area. All right? You don't pay attention to that. After all, both of you are not living together. And most of the time, where they are in their mood swing, you are not even there. You are not there to notice it. Or even when they are in the mood swing, look as if it's just a normal quarrel with you or whatsoever. And then by the time you get married, start living under the same roof, you will start seeing it like, okay, what's going on here? The person that you thought you know so well, all of a sudden, will just become a master that pick on any little thing to pick offense against you, that will see every error in every little thing you do. Any little thing is shout. They don't know how to talk calmly. They don't know how to resolve issue with conversation. Just make conversating with each other. They don't know how to talk over things. Everything have to resort to shouting, screaming, breaking things, even getting so agitated that if you are not careful, they'll get physical with you. some of them no be just normal character. Their head is messed up. Get them to seek for help. Get them to seek for help. Mental health awareness. It's that time we start creating much of this awareness within the African community, because they don't know anything about taking care of their mental health. They don't know how to excuse themselves from situation that is possibly or is potential enough to do them damage in their head. All right. That's why I keep advising all the time. Excuse yourself from any situation at all. Whether it is group of people, whether it is the environment that you are living in, or anything that you do that you feel like this thing stress you out of yourself, like it stress you enough, it make you think that you see what is wrong, you start thinking it like it's good. You obviously see and say, this person not normal. They make you, oh Jesus. Like I was saying on Facebook, in Africa, you see when they do like that, in Africa, if crazy the worry you will go outside, go crazy. If what come to us, wear clothes, enter streets, tie rubber bag, tie bagolo, tie this thing, whichever way you want tie and put. That's Africa for you. That's Nigeria for you. If the craze not too much, say inside has no container again, go outside and throw away clothes. Nobody go owe you. Nobody care. If you get loved ones, now go maybe you do one for the president, quick owe you. Otherwise, you are just free to walk away and do whatever you want to do. But for abroad, they don't they see them like that for abroad. Abroad, not be like that. You are not allowed. If you want to craze inside your house, or you seek for help. That's the only option you have. Craze inside your house or seek for help. Now imagine. That is why when you enter social media today, so many crazy people through social media. I am telling you. And they will see everything they are doing as saying. And you when they watch them, you go they wonder, this person, oh, they all right. Look at the way he is talking. The kind of things they say, the way they behave, the way they act, you when they look them, you go they shame their shame like, what kind of it? Does this person not have shame at all? Yes. When you constantly use that word, this person doesn't he have shame at all? He not get shame. He not get shame. Or she not get shame. For them, shame is out of the window. Because government for abroad, we don't let them craze the craze for street. And then they inside their house. What do you expect? They have to take it to the street or social media. They have to take the craze to social media. So you know not be all craze what you see for social media be strategic craze to get viewer. Some are legitimate craze. Some of them are legit craze. Legit. Now real craze. But they will not seek for help. Tell them they are crazy, they will not take it. But there are people close to them know that they are crazy. Something is wrong with them. But will they seek for help? No. Will they seek for help? If you know people like that, you are close to people like that, or you are even married or in a relationship with people like that, please, get them to seek for help. Talk to them. Oh, you are watching me, you are that kind of a person. Please, it is not an insult. Neither is it, anyone who wants to mock you with it is not learned enough. Please seek for help for your own good. For your own good, seek for help. Seek for help for your own good. And when you know people like that, don't get behind your wall, please. Advise and encourage them to seek for help. Yes. Advise and encourage them to seek for help. Because it's not everyone that you see walking on the street that is normal. Not everyone you see on day-to-day basis. It's okay. A lot of people have issues. They have trouble. They've been through so much that have messed up their head. And you see people like this because they refuse to take care of themselves. They tend to come out or frustrate anybody in their life with the trouble, with their mental illness. They will frustrate everyone around them with it. Frustrate you, say, when no they around them don't know anything about the back, they will frustrate you with it. That is why it's very important when you know people like that, Get them to seek for help so that they don't end up frustrating you with your own with their trouble. Get them to look for help. See, mental health can be controlled. Yes, it can be controlled. You go look as if nothing they do you, except when you are put under medication, you stop taking your medicines. I remember in school, we used to do mental health, even up to now, they still do it. Mental health awareness week, where throughout that week, all we study, everything we talk about is mental health, mental health, mental health. There's a lot of leaflets published to create awareness. We go from door to door in group to share this leaflet to people's post-bust, mental health week. That need to often happen within the African community. It needs to happen. It needs to happen because a lot of people, one thing African people don't care about is their mental health. If there's anything they don't pay attention to, is their mental health. The only where you see them paying attention to it is when the person don't go out of hand, when he don't obviously cuckoo, don't they try to throw away clothes. That's when you see their family now chaining them or taking them to a psychiatric home where they will have to start injecting them to keep them calm for a few hours. If he never reach that stage, they know they pay attention. They don't pay attention if it never gets to that stage. It's common among young people. You see, if you go to psychiatric ward, even in Nigeria, Africa, you see young people who have got to that extent where it is not nothing they can do about it other than to have them confined into a psychiatric ward. Don't let it get there. Seek for help. You see people snap and do the unthinkable. Now mental health, say, it's wicked. Men are wicked. Oh, some women are wicked. Some men are wicked. Most of the time, that's why it looks like when people do dirty shit and then they take them to court, you will see, before you know, the first thing that the judge will ask them to carry out is to check them, check the perpetrators of this evil, of those bad things that were charged to court. The first thing the judge will recommend is for them to go for a mental health checkup. They will check them. Some they will say, okay, they are fine. Most of them, they will tell you they are not fine. Then you look as if the case, now they will call your year up. They will call your year the case. So instead of you to be in a relationship with somebody who is obviously cuckoo, when you notice it, if they go off and on, if they do any some kind of things, some kind of shows where they exhibit something, the kind of things where they talk out of line, they behave out of line. No, wait, me, they can't do some stupid shit to you, and then they'll go court, they'll rule the case out, or give them very minor punishment, all in the name of say he was cuckoo or she was cuckoo. Do not associate yourself with people like that if they are not ready to seek for help. Don't put up with people like that if they are not ready to seek for help, especially when you notice it. Because they will do shit to you and go to court and go scot-free because of that mental health. Because they are not in their normal self when they do shit like that. They are not themselves when they misbehave like that. That's why you see people get angry, say, oh, no, oh, once Dr. Joe confirms, say, you know where, and in most cases, lawyer self, they're going to want to push the thing for the person, but they say, now, well, you know where make them behave like that. Like many people are insinuating in the case of Chacha Ike now, like, oh, what is going on? Did they ask him? Some said he looked as if he was reading the notes while he was saying what she was saying, right? Did they ask her to say this now so that every other thing she will probably say later or she has said already will be debunked based on this new status of hers? Nobody knows. We don't know. We don't know. I've not done a major topic on that yet because I'm still like, sit back to see, is this true? Is this because truth? You can't hide it for too long. You can never hide truth for a very long time. It has a way of creeping out. It will come out. Mental health awareness. Mental health awareness. Take care of your mental state. Take care of your mental health. Don't put yourself in the hands of those who is obviously not okay up there. Please, I'm telling you, if you are here, you notice it. Maybe you they mingle with somebody, you are in a group of certain people, or you are in a relationship with any man or woman where you notice, say, In way no pure, her way no pure. My darling, convince them if you can. Motivate them if you can. Persuade them if you can. Encourage them if you can to seek for help. But in a situation where it looks like you can't help them, you can't persuade them, you can't convince them or encourage them to seek for help, or even when you do, they are in denial. Even when it's so obvious, they are in denial. They don't want to seek for help. They are not ready to seek for help. They want you to keep on taking all that embarrassment that they are causing you. They want you to keep taking all that bullshit that they are dishing out to you. They want you to keep taking all the stress, the pain that they are causing you. Dear, walk away from behaviors like that. Walk away from people like that before you become a victim of mental disorder yourself. All right, before you become one yourself as a result of putting up with all this nonsense, and then you get affected and start behaving anyhow as well. All right, thinking it's okay. Okay, you say you decrease, let us craze together. Yeah, you have been affected. You have been affected. You that is not crazy, you want to craze together with who is crazy, because you have constantly put yourself in a place where that is allowed, where you allow them do that to you. All right, so seek for help, seek for help, seek for help, and seek for help. Many people are not normal, my people. Many people are not normal, child. Oh my God. So the best thing to test your personality was that, huh? Do you understand? Very, 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 very important. Very important. Those who have experienced it, if they tell you, you will know. You will know. You will know. Like I was saying, a lady who called me, who told me, be and be. You know, the way the man will just behave, like how many things the man don't destroy for house. He will finish doing it. That is easy. But why she was saying, she kept telling me, the man is so nice. He's a nice man. This man is too good. How can somebody who is nice and good go use him and buy something, say the verse, go they destroy him? That's not normal, man. That's not normal. And when the man say every slightest provocation, if you don't leave his side, now you know you will be responsible for what will happen to you. That's just the only thing. That is the, and then sometimes the way he talk, you see, this man he look learned. He's learned when he wants to be nice. He's so nice. He's so learned. But there are way he do things sometimes. You see, B&B, I don't know what to make of it. I don't know. Is he just trying to scare me away? I say, he's trying to scare you away. Really? I said, listen, seek for help for him. Convince him when he's in his nice self to seek for help. Convince him to seek for help. Sometimes you see them just talking to themselves. Yes. It is normal for you as a human being to soliloquize sometimes. We all do it, where you talk to yourself. All right? But when it becomes a constant thing, you see them, they are talking to themselves. The way they behave, like, I beg, it's not normal. It's not normal. It's not normal. Don't take it lightly. I have worked in the healthcare. I work in the healthcare sector, and I have seen so many of these of people like this, how they behave, the symptoms and everything. Listen, is something you ought to look at for. Don't take for granted. Do not take it for granted. When you see them, they do gaga. They do gaga. Many people are bipolar. Many people are HGAD, African. As far as say you be African, but they don't diagnose these things. They don't have time to go there. You are HGAD, you are bipolar disorder, you are this, you are that. They don't do all those diagnoses in Africa. They don't. Who get time for it? Only know you are mad when you start throwing your clothes away. They will only confirm that, say, you don't mad though when you start carrying sand, they pick, carry, use your hand, pack sand, put for inside the plate of food where you want it, mix am together and put am for your mouth. Now they go believe. When you start to dey laugh, they do hey, like we see on Nollywood. That is when they believe, say, okay, this one don dey craze. They don't believe in symptoms of craze at all. Now, craze, they want to see the craze and not the symptoms. All right. So please, when you're living with people like that, you're starting to see signs like that, there, when they behave weird, very weirdo kind of people, they are weird. Oh, Jesus Christ. When you see them acting so weird, is it that they are they are all crazy now, or that when they behave so weird kind of a person, please ask them to seek for help. You help them seek for, convince them to seek for help, to just check themselves out. It doesn't necessarily mean that they are just automatically diagnosed of mental health disorder. It just means that they just want to be sure, and if there be any way they can quickly start taking treatment or go for counseling to help them out, it means there's hope. All right, it means there's hope. Convince them. And mark you, it is not only adults, it's not only grown-ups, advanced men or women that suffer this. Young children, young adults, they suffer these things as well. So when you notice it, quickly seek for help. Quickly seek for help. Very, very, very important. When you see them that is they walk up and down for SARS, they don't get where they go. Waka go, stand, look, waka go. Those are symptoms. They are symptoms that this person, the head is not okay. All right? The head is not okay. When they constantly just want to pick fight, pick quarrel, it is not normal. It is not normal. Say she don't like trouble. No, she's not just like trouble. There is something in her head that is pushing her. There is something, the voice in her head that is telling her, shout, shout, shout. Or a voice in her head telling her, you need to cry now. Just cry now. You know, did you remember what this person did to you? Do you remember when you were 3 years old? Do you remember the way your mommy, your daddy slapped you slap you in your bum when you were just 7 years old? Oh, you didn't remember your auntie treated you when you were just 10 years old? These things, he played them in their head and they start crying, and you are wondering, why are you crying? Why are you sad? Overly sad people as well, when they are just sadists, mental health has to do with it. When they are just sadists, if they live with people like that, they are just sad. They are just sad people. They are just naturally sad. And there are some of them, I know that this one can be somehow related to mental issues. Also, it could be that the person is just is kind of person or a kind of person as well. They find it difficult to mingle. Yes, it is hard for them to mingle. Sometimes when they overly want to isolate themselves, they should go for help and check their head. Tell them, encourage them to go for help and check their head. They should go for help and check their head. I hope you are listening. Gospel truth. Children can have negative thoughts about themselves and loss of interest or pleasure in doing things or being with people. Yes. It is not, when it's overly, you will know when it is abnormal. When it is just not okay, this is his own kind of a person. It's not that he just hates it. It's not that it's just his kind of person. But when it's overly, when it's too much, you will know. Let me tell you, you will know. You will know when it's not normal anymore. You yourself, your thoughts, your spirit, your body, your senses will be troubled. Like, this is not normal. Seek for it. Don't just take it as it's okay. This is why the white people that come easily come up with all these diagnoses and all of that, because they take notes and they seek for help quickly. But our people will just take it, it will grow out of it. They will grow out of it. Know when it's abnormal and when it is normal. You will know as a sane person, as someone in case of the children, you are the adult. You will know when it's normal. If it's just the child that maybe he's just home because he doesn't want to go out to play with his friends, or not that if he see friends when he want to play with, he no go. Maybe his friends are not around, or he just not brought up that way to go out playing with friends. But this one I don't want to say, even if his friends there, he just overly irritated by other. See, they grow to be worse. They will grow to be worse. Don't just seek help for what is worth, for whatever it might be. Just talk to your doctors about it. Talk to psychologists about it. Just seek help. Don't just hold it to yourself. Seek help. It's good for you to know what is going on in the head of this person. What's going on in her head? What's going on in his head? What's happening to him? Is it all right? You as a person, sometimes I'll hold a conversation with them. You will know. If it's something that is normal, you see the way they will just talk it over with you, say, no, mommy, or no, daddy, no, blah, 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 blah. They will even laugh, and whatever. You will see them like, no. But if it's, you will see when it's not normal, even when you, that is the parents, is talking to them about it, you will still see the sign. You look as if you yourself, you are bothering them. Like they don't really. The signs are there. Don't just be a carried away mom or dad who will let that child, though you observe it, that is not, the behavior is not normal anymore. There must be something she's struggling with, that she or he himself doesn't even know. And then you is noticing it, that this is becoming too weird. This is not comfortable anymore. It's not normal anymore. You are hoping she will grow out of it. It will grow out of it. No. Talk to somebody about it. Talk to your doctor about it. Talk to him. Talk to, just seek help. There's help for all these things around you. Talk to somebody and see what you can do and follow it up before it grow into something that you would have prevented if you had done something earlier. If you have done the right thing earlier, you would have prevented it. Check it. Check it. So some of you, the children that just overly hyper, some people, most African parents call it overactive. They will say overly active child. You get where activeness they reach. You get where you go reach where you yourself go no say this one no normal. All right? If there is a place it gets to, you know say this one no normal. Now for Igbo land, yeah, now most parents when they discover stuff like that. Or maybe when they are in school, the school will force you. Like, no, you need to go and take this child to go and see a therapist, whatever, blah, 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 blah. They will force you to go for an assessment for the child. They will force you now to go for an assessment for the child, because it's part of the law. Like when when I did social studies here, that's one of the study. When you notice stuff like that, the first thing you should recommend is that the child see a specialist who will assess. The parent should take the child to see a specialist for an assessment. All right. And many of you parents, especially African parents, you do come across stuff like that in school, right? Where your children overly active. The white people, Oyibo by themselves, now them go notice and do one, but black person go wait, maybe say, now teacher. Tell and say, you know what, this your picking, look. Even when you don't the observer, say, man, now like this, you don't want to believe, you don't want to do anything about it. So when you catch them young like that, there are activities that they will set out for them. There are things they will do with them. There are programs they will put them into to help reset that their brain. It will reset the brain back to normal, instead of letting it become something that you can't be the one be say it will be obstacle to these people. That is why you see some children, some men, some grown-ass men and women in African grown-ass men and women, because they never had any of this opportunity, they grew up with it. The behavior still there inside of them till today. They are the most difficult people to live with. Most difficult people to live with. They do mio, mio, mio. That they are mio, mio, mio is overly mio, mio, mio. You can never understand them. Or they bore you out with their nonchalant behavior, with their excessive, irritating behaviors. All right, excessive, irritating behavior, uncomfortable behavior that you yourself, maybe you were blind with love while you were dating them. Now in relationship with them, you are seeing it. Hey, this man, normal. Yeah, you go they talk, go here. You will see that you are talk, your talk when they talk, they go here. They go that way. You go, they wonder, is it that this person do not understand? Have you guys ever had experience with people like that? Let us chat, guys. Is anyone ever had experience with people like that, where you yourself will be forced to like, is this person okay? Like, now they conversate, the talk, they go there. They will just jump in. It's not as if they don't they were not there when the conversation started. They will just jump in, carry the talk, go the other side. Whenever they say they want to talk for matter, when they talk for matter, that is, you go to wonder, okay, how does this relate to what we are saying now? How does it relate to whatever we are saying now? They are talk, no, they get head. It always gets the branch. Go, instead we go right, it go left. Yeah? Instead we go left, it go right. That is, you when they listen to, you that is listening to him, or you'll be wondering like, who talk like, who behave like this? Who address issue like this? Who speak to their fellow human being like this? It's cuckoo. It's cuckoo. They don't know. They think it's okay. They see it all right, perfect, normal. But now you were insane. Now you they see and say, man, this is abnormal. This is abnormal. This cannot be. It cannot be okay. And then when they are in their okay self, when they are in their okay self, they are different. And then when they move to the figure they talk to you, nah. They will start nicely. Yeah. They might just start talking right now and they start nicely. They start to recognize them. They might just start talking to you right now and they will start talking so perfectly, nicely. And then before you know, in the line of the conversation, of the talk, you will just see it's like the switch. It's like somebody, they come out something for their body, something else enter. They will just switch. You go, they say, man, it start very nicely, but oh my God. Sorry that I'm laughing. This is a serious matter. All right. When you find yourself like that, you are around anybody like that, please encourage them to seek for help. Encourage them to seek for help. Original White said, I have experienced it. I was always angry. But I been afraid of everyone around me and my friends and family were telling me that I talk a lot, having constant headache. Did you see? Did you see that? People around you will be telling you, look, And in most cases, people like this are in denial. My dear, seek help. Seek help. Seek help. Don't people might, there are sometimes people who don't know how to who don't know how to constructively tell you the truth. It might come out harsh sometimes. But if you know that you fall in that category, let not, whether they say it harshly, nicely, help yourself by seeking help. And when you stay too much with someone who is like that, it will affect you too. You are constantly going to be angry. You're constantly going to want to pick on people. You yourself will start talking out of line. I'm telling you. You will start talking out of line because while you are expected to address an issue, the frustration that you feel inside already will just be coming out. Do you understand? The frustration you feel inside already will stop what you are supposed to address because they need to exit. they will be coming out. Get angry, very easily agitated, easily angered, easily provoked. Like, whether person they offend you or not, you will be offended anyway. Hearing people's even talk provoke you. You are there, you are with somebody, the person is just trying to talk to you, without you even listening, caring to listen to what they have to say, you have already picked offense. Pick offense so easily. You pick offense so easily. Agitated so easily. Your responsive attitude become abnormal. Abnormal. You will not give people time to finish what they have to say so that you know where they are going and where they are coming from. You will be fond of, you jump into it, you cut it there, and then you go, but that's not what I was talking about. That's not what I was going to say. You have said what they intend, what they didn't mean to say, because you are starting to be affected. So exempt yourself from people who suffer stuff like that, but are not ready to tell themselves the truth, or are in denial, are not ready to acknowledge the truth that the people around them are telling them. All right. And if they don't want to seek for help, you are telling them, look, I think you need to seek for help. You need to talk to the doctor about it. If they don't, if you can talk to the doctor on behalf of them, the doctor might not want to tell you anything, will tell them to come and see me, but at least you talk to your doctor, talk to anybody. It's okay, I'm living with somebody, or I have somebody like this, there's somebody like this who behave like this, who act like this. Is there anything, is he mentally okay or whatsoever? I don't know what to make of it. Just see. Pick up some signs, some symptoms, some of their behavior that you can point out or analyze so clearly. They behave like this, they behave like this, and see, so you know what you are up against, so that you will know what you are up against. Speak out if you feel like that. If you feel like you are becoming something else, see, you will know you are becoming something else. It's like, say, the world is against you, everything. You get irritated so easily, you get angered so easily, you get provoked so easily, you are always at the top of your voice. Everybody who dare to speak around you, especially those who live with you, their voice irritates you. Like, at the sound of a particular person's voice, sound of another, it just get you on the edge, like something is crawling inside of you. Seek for help. Speak out, and free yourself of such demons before they hit the vital part of your brain. All right, before they get to the vital part of your brain, deal with it. Seek for help. And like I said, if you're a woman here, instead of just rating it domestic violence, instead of you just rating it there, please study that person. Try find out before you get to that point where you start shouting domestic violence. I beg, check them, study them. If they need help themselves, study them if they are okay. They might look all nice out there, whatsoever, when they are in their normal self. Check them. Talk to them when they are in their normal self, like, look what I observe. I think there's something wrong somewhere. You need to help. You need to seek for help. In most cases, African men will never. They will just, in fact, pack your load and go. For African man to agree with you to go for counseling, or go and meet doctor, tell and say, like, say, you don't know what they feel for her, see the way they behave. Just divorce them. So that they have enough reasons to unleash the thing that is sitting them up against you. They will not go. African men will not go. But for those of you who have learned, understanding ones, who you know that they are starting to, these signs that I'm talking about is so obvious, please talk to them. Bipolar disorder is real. Mood swing, depression, stress, all those things. Depression, stress is what causes it. the stress, either mentally stressed, emotionally stressed, physically stressed, and this stress could be as a result of whatsoever it is that is happening to them at a time, or the kind of job they do, or when they feel like they are not being able to meet up with their peers, or when they feel like, oh, they are not where they ought to be yet. Not everybody know how to handle situations like that, knowing that so long as there's breath in your nose, work hard, you will get there. All right. Or maybe because of societal pressure, or maybe especially when you are in a terrible relationship that drain all the positive energy away from you, a terrible relationship where you feel like you are giving all of your best, but you are not getting anything out of it. When you are in a relationship where you feel like you are doing all everything you can to put it together, but you are not being appreciated, neither is your good being recognized or accoladed. You a relationship where you feel like you don't even know where you are going. It's like you don't know who you are with. You don't know what you are doing there. A relationship where it feels like you give every love that you can give, but what do they give to you in return? They give you regret. You keep regretting. What am I doing here? How did I meet this person? Blah 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 blah. Stuff like that can lead to stuff like that are stressful, and when you think too much of it, they can lead to depression. And when you are depressed, you know you are depressed and did not seek for help quickly. Hey, when depression too take for inside body, now in they lead to mental illness. Depression itself is a mental illness. Depression itself is mental illness. But it escalates to the level where now you have to go to the psychiatric ward when you don't take care of it. So when you feel depressed, it is when you notice that you're starting to be the stress that you are going through as a result of whatsoever it is that is affecting your life in general, whether physically, spiritually, maritally, financially, materially, socially, or whichever way. When you feel like this stress you are getting from all these angles is starting to do you a whole lot, that you feel like you are starting to get depressed, the things that you love to do, how do you know that you are starting to get depressed? How do you know? A lot of people get depressed. Depression is something that sometimes people are depressed, they don't even know they are depressed. Yes. I remember vividly well the day we did this topic in class years back. Every one of us was like, wow, many people are depressed, but they don't know that they are depressed. You can be depressed without knowing that you are depressed. It go dey inside your body for them. It's like a fever. It's like a malaria that is not treated. All right? You just take paracetamol and all that, quench the temperature, but the malaria is not properly treated. Before you know, it will develop into typhoid, all right? When you not treat malaria properly, it develop to typhoid, right? Okay, so depression is like that. When you are depressed and you don't take care of it quickly, when you don't take care of it quickly, when you don't realize that you are depressed, you feel like, oh, you can manage it because, okay, you that is depressed, you just see one thing will kind of knock you out of the mood. The next minute, another minute again, or another day, you are back into that state again. Like you just anything that just take you out of the mood, that particular moment, it ends there. Once the moment is over, you are back into the mood that you were before, that makes you feel like the whole world is closing in on you. My dear, you are depressed. You are depressed. And once you start feeling the first sign of depression, let me tell you, the first sign of depression, number one, is you start feeling sorry for yourself. You feel like you give up on your hobby and interests. Yes, your hobbies and interests, you start giving up on them. The things that you normally like to do, you will find yourself giving it up. Not like you don't really want to do it, but the strength, the energy to do it is no longer there. The motivation is no longer there. All right, you just want to give it up. You want to give it up. You want to give it up. And then you start isolating yourself. Depression, yes. Depression makes you isolate yourself. You will start isolating yourself from your friends. You don't want to see anybody. You don't want to visit anybody, especially if you are the type that is very good at staying alone before. Oh my God, you will think is your usual self. It is not your usual self. Even work become too much of a deal for you to go. Ordinary shopping will look like a whole lot of great deal for you. You just want to stay indoor. And then you are either going to end up adding weight or losing weight. All right? You will either add up weight or lose weight. How? Because it's either you become, what they call it, a glutton, where you eat all the time. You wake up in the middle of the night, you want to go to your fridge. You that is not usually like that. You just feel like you need to put something in your mouth to help yourself at that moment, where you feel depressed. The next thing you are looking for is something that you want to eat. That's where you see some people, they become addicted to drinking, smoking excessively. They are depressed. They say, I beg you, man, make I enjoy myself. They just want to while away time. They want anything that will make them forget the moment. And for some people, it is food. They constantly want to put something in their mouths. They are constantly with a bag of crisps, biscuits, anything, some around them. You will see them, they will gather themselves around it. Depression can cause that. And then you no longer want to dress up. You no longer want to dress up. You want to wear baggy, anything that just hides you away from anything that anyone can notice. You understand? Depression can cause that as well. And let me tell you, some people can put on, some people can get depressed with the slightest thought of, oh, I don't add weight. Yes, there are many ways people get depressed. So sometimes not necessarily the obvious relationship issue that a lot of people capitalize on that. Now it make them they depressed. Oh, you go husband house, husband treat you right. Now I say you don't depress. Your marriage is depressing you. You can get depressed with your work. If you are doing a job that you are not very happy doing, or you are constantly overworking yourself at the job that you do, you spend more than the hours that you should be spending, all in an effort to meet up, to make money, to do whatever it is. No rest. You can get depressed as well, and you will not know. You will just some people will take it as tiredness. Yeah, some people do take depression as tiredness. I am just constantly tired these days. No. There is every possibility that you are starting to get depressed. Check yourself. Look out for yourself. Take care of yourself. You understand? When you start feeling every of these things, because a lot of people, thank you, Mr. Gospel Truth. Thank you very much. A lot of people take depression as tiredness. I'm just too tired lately. I don't have the strength to do anything. Hey, you are starting to get depressed. Don't get it twisted. All right? Do not get it twisted. When you feel like to even go out become a big deal for you. You just want to stay by yourself. You want to stay all by yourself. Sometimes you might even ordinary phone call, you don't want to talk to anybody again. Sometimes you don't even want to receive calls. You don't want to, just want to be by yourself. You don't want to talk to anybody. It seems to you tend to want to lock yourself away from the world. You just want to lock yourself away from the world. And if you even manage to go out, you are walking as if, say, you get who you steal from when you don't want to make it see you. Sometimes you look as if you get person when you buy credit, when you buy something credit from, when you dey owe money, when you don't want to make it see you. And of course, it is not that case at all. Nothing like that. You are just depressed. You are hiding yourself away from the world. You are quickly walking. You don't want anybody that you know to see you. It's not as if they are looking for you to beat you, to drag you, to whatever. You become an enemy to yourself. You will start hiding when nobody is chasing after you. And you tend to say the opposite of everything that is happening to you. Feeling insecure. Thank you. You become so insecure that you want to hide away from everybody. You're walking in the street, you're looking, oh, who know me? My dear, there is an item of depression starting to develop inside of you. Yes, it's starting to develop inside of you. Take care of yourself. This is how depression starts. And when you start noticing all these things, at the early stage, if you seek for help, you probably will not even need medication. You don't need to be put on medication. You don't need anything. All you need is just speak out. And when you speak to the right ears, seek for help. All they need to just describe to you is maybe some classes or getting yourself to do those things that you usually do that makes you happy, that you seems to have let go, or how to keep yourself away from the energies that have crept into you, that have turned you like this. All right. You will start to open your eyes to stuff like that. Your eyes will be open to stuff like that by acquiring all this knowledge. And then, before you know it, you are back to your usual self. Or when you get to the stage where they see that this one don't pass the stage of just canceling, what do? They will put you on medication, antidepressants, where you will be on that medication for some time. For some people, they will get out of that medication. They will be weaned out of it. Yes, they will be weaned out of it. When you are weaned out of it, you bounce back to yourself where you don't need the medication anymore. While in the case of others, it becomes something that they have to live on for a very, very long period of time, or for the rest of their life. May God not let that happen to you. May we not experience it. And if anyone who is already going through that, my heart goes out to you. Stay strong, brother. Stay strong, sister. It is not the end of the world. At least you know now what is after you, and you know how to protect yourself against it. All right? Rather than just being there, not knowing anything about it, or seeing it, not wanting to care about it, and then thinking, okay, I'm fine. That is when you see it resort to mental breakdown. When it's in the state of depression, you don't care about it, it will develop to a mental breakdown. And when we talk about depression, it's not just women alone. When we talk about depression, in most cases, people just think it to women. Men do get depressed. Even children do get depressed. Yes. Children get depressed. Young adults, advanced, old, young. Depression have no age limit. All right? It has no age limit. As long as the child have a reasoning sense, have a sense of reasoning already, they can be affected by this whole thing. That's why you see children who grow up, or children who are in an abusive relationship, who are with a parent who are very abusive towards themselves, children who get to witness their parents beat each other down, who are in a home where domestic violence is the order of the day. Children like this can be affected. You will see them getting moody, depressed, and then you will start telling on them in school. You will see some of them, the cases like that. We were told then, when you notice it, call the family. You call the family and ask questions. Is there anything going on at home? What is going on? The child mood is different, is changed, is not following up on subject, tend to be constantly gazing at one direction, blah, 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 blah. They seem lost. They are constantly distracted. What is going on? All right. Well, and the reason why teachers notice stuff like this, why social services notice stuff like this, is to be sure that the child is not going through some psychological breakdown or depression, whichever way you want to call it. All right. So please, and please again, watch out for yourself. Watch out for yourself. Don't let it get to that. When you feel like you're depressed, there's nothing to be ashamed of. It just shows that you're human after all. It's something your body could not take that situation anymore. Your head could not carry it anymore. Your whatever absorb, your shock absorber was not strong enough anymore to take it. And thank God you know it. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. There is nothing to be ashamed of. All right? There is nothing to be ashamed of. If you find yourself going through that, seek for help. Seek for help. Don't tell yourself the thing you will not do is don't speak to the wrong people who will rather worsen the situation by using it to mock you or narrating you to the less learned people, unlearned people that will convert the whole thing and make it look like you have committed one abomination or the other by just reacting to the situation around you. All right. So yes, yes, yes. Speak to the right ears, ears that you know that will help you. Even if I thought they can't prefer solution, they will be able to link you to people who will be able to prefer solution to your trouble. And above all, trust in God always. Because the doctors can only treat, but God healeth. All right. Trust in God. Put your trust in God. Believe that there is no situation that is too big for God to handle. While you take care of yourself, stay close to God, nourish your mindset with the positivity in the word of God. All right. There is no medication that is bigger than that. While you are on your physical medication, treat your spiritual mind as well, because depression starts from your spiritual mind, your spirituality. When your spirituality is broken down, it affects your physicality. That's when they start manifesting. So yes, while you are treating yourself physically, treat your mind. Treat your mind with positivity, with the word of God, positive people around you, people who understand. Gather yourself with people like that. Avoid areas where you will be reminded or mocked. You might not be mocked directly, you might not be talked down directly because of that problem you are going through, but avoid areas where they talk down on people going through the same situation as you, because indirectly it will have impact on you as well. Yes, it will come to you indirectly. So for you to help yourself, if you are going through situations like that, avoid anyone that will talk you down or make such situation like a mockery. You understand? Address situations like that like a mockery, though they are not talking to you directly, but you are going through that problem that they are making it look like it is the person they are talking to's fault, that the person is suffering what they are suffering. Avoid situation like that. Avoid gatherings that will not help you. Avoid people that will not add to you, but rather make you feel like, oh, the world is finished. All right. Surround yourself with positive people. Do the things that makes you happy. Seek for help, and above all, use the positivity in the word of God to heal your mind and your spirit being. Yes, while the doctors are treating you physically, while the psychologists are treating you physically, while you are going for counseling or doing whatsoever, surrounding yourself with positive people, feed your mind, nourish your spirit with the word of God, knowing that all will be well again. All will be well again. Most important thing, seek for help. Very important. Seek for help. Seek for help. Why seeking for help? Seek for help from where, even if they cannot help you directly, they will link you to the people or person who will help you. Don't seek for help from people you know that are likely going to use that situation to mock you, rubbish you, thereby aggravating the situation. You understand? Very, very important. One thing is to have a problem. Another one is to know the right place to seek for help. Because when you go seeking for help from where you shouldn't, they will end up adding to your problem. All right. Okay. Having said that, thank you all for watching. And if you haven't given me my thumbs up yet, please don't go out of here without giving me my thumbs up. And please share this video. This is an educational video. It is an awareness video. Please share, 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 and share, and share, and share, and share again. Imagine living with people who are bipolar and they don't know because they've not been diagnosed, they have not seeked for it, and yourself you don't know. All the anger, the mood swing, the abnormal behaviors that will be getting at you, and you are like, oh my God, what is this? It will drive you crazy. But when you know that, okay, this is the problem, this is where the problem is coming from, then you will know if you are ready to put up with it, or if they are ready to seek for help. If they are not ready, what to do. It is not easy. It is not easy. It is not easy. I once counseled a lady who called me and said, the husband, oh my God, they dated. The man was Prince Charming, heaven on earth. Oh my God, heaven on earth. He said the man was everything. The man came and he wiped away all of her tears. The man took away the shame that she felt she was in before the man met her. Said the man wiped away the shame. So when the man proposed to her, they were not living together. Said the man was very helpful. So when the man proposed to her, for her, it was a dream come true. She accepted immediately, and then voila, they moved in together immediately, got married, got pregnant for this man, and have a child. Somewhere down, meanwhile, the man knew that he was mentally not okay. The man has mental challenges, all right? He has mental health challenges. But the man did not open up to the woman, did not tell the woman. So like I was saying, a lot of people will go for HIV test, this one test, any sexual transmitted disease test, blood type. One thing people will not go for is to check if they are, how your head is. Are you mentally okay? See, sometimes it's good to go for check like that. Oh, let me tell you this story. So this woman said, oh, so before you know it, they were married. They did commune marriage where they were here in Europe. And they relocated, and then they started living together. I said, the man persuaded her. Obviously, the man thought, may he so rest in peace. I wouldn't want to say anything against him right now, because I haven't found out that he was sick. Although you could have taught this woman, all right? This man, everyone around him know that he's cuckoo, he's not fine, all right? But except for the woman said she was the last to know, all right? It was when he started manifesting later, when Sheena could not hide it, bear it anymore. She started speaking to people who she knew with him. It was not those one that confirmed it. The thing don't come back. You understand? Oh, this thing come back. You understand? Okay. So they got married. They were living together. And then this man persuaded her for them to relocate. So they relocated. About almost three similar stories like this from different ladies. This particular one said they relocated. She didn't want to relocate because she loved where they were. She loved it. It was okay for her. She was fine. They were doing well. But this man insisted that no, he just wanted them to go and start their life afresh. And because the guy who cheated this woman before, who almost frustrated this woman before, he doesn't want to be seen high again, and in his own case too, he doesn't want to be bumping into his ex, and he just want fresh start where nobody know them. They should just go and start their life. Being that the man was so good to her, said she obliged, and then she herself, she needed that new start. She needed a fresh start. Said she relocated with this man into a different country entirely where nobody knew them. But after she gave birth, it's as if as they relocated, this man stopped taking his medication. As soon as they relocated, I guess because of the doctor, the changes in the country, not knowing how to link up with the doctor, and not wanting the woman to know as well. So he stopped taking the medication. She did not know, the woman did not know. But when the man started behaving, there was a day like that. Said there was a day in several occasions. We just get up, say, "I will kill you now, I'll kill you now." What is it? Little talk like this, little tiny thing like this that they should laugh over. He would just take it so seriously. He would take it so seriously throughout that day. Throughout that day's trouble. She started wondering, what is happening? Is he not this man that she knew for some time now, for a long time now? They've lived together while they were where they were. Now they relocated to where they are now. What's going on? She said several times like that. There was a day, said she was in the kitchen. That was how the man just came over, a tiny, little, tiny argument that they just had. It wasn't even that much, more of a counterparting. She brought up idea, and Ma said no, and she said, "But we should think about this." And then before she knows, she went to the kitchen to do something. The man just came behind her, grab a knife. "I will kill you now." Okay, that was how she ran out of the house. Like, this is not normal anymore. The other day, another one again said she was sleeping. They were sleeping. They were fine. Nothing was wrong. Then she started noticing that this man will talk out of line. He will constantly talk out of line. Like, this one a smart man when he know. Like, let's assume they are discussing something, and before you know, you will not be talking something totally different from what they are discussing about. And make it look like that is what they are discussing about. So she started noticing. At first, she didn't read much into it. Then it became uncomfortable for her. Like, what is going on here? So then she will have to tap him and like, "Honey, you are deviating from what we are talking about. That's not what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I don't understand. What are you saying?" Then it was okay. Oh, no. What were we saying? Where were we again? Stuff like that. So she started looking like, and then there was a day said she told him, "We need to see the doctor." That was an observant woman. So she told him, "We need to see the doctor. I think you need to be checked up." They do this, you act weird these days. There is a way you behave these days. I just can't. I don't understand. Something is wrong. It's like something is wrong somewhere. Is that at first she started praying, thinking enemies don't come. Wishes are wizard we don't want her relationship to ever work. The wishes are wizard we don't want her to enjoy marriage have come. So she started praying. But it got to a point, she said, where she got her last straw was when the man just suddenly woke up in the middle of the night while they were sleeping. Just woke her up, get up. And then she got up and sat down. And then the man started talking. She cannot say what exactly is the subject for the discussion. Go talk, go here. Go talk. He said there's a way he was behaving weird. And then she told him, I can't take this anymore. You can't take this anymore. Before you know it, then I think he said the man passed out. That was when she now got worried. Called the ambulance, took him to the hospital. That was when she found out that when the doctor said something is wrong somewhere, does she have any mental issue before? She said no. Sorry, the doctor was asking her, does he have mental issue before? She answered and said no. Is there anything? Doctor asked so many questions that she constantly was answering. No, she is fine. He's okay. We've been together for some time before we relocated here. He's always been fine. There's nothing wrong with him. Blah, 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 blah. This whole thing started recently. I noticed some kind strange behavior in him. Doesn't know what is going on. And then he will still think, this man don't be tired for me. You understand? Until the doctor asked, who is the doctor over there? They need to, where they relocated from. What is the doctor? What's his medical files? What's going on? Blah, 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 blah. I think the man now after they were able to revive him and all of that, to his proper self, he now told the doctor that this is what he was on the medication before and all of that. He still did not tell his wife. He still did not tell his wife. His wife said when they discharged him from the hospital, she had to call one of his friends over there because of the question the doctors was asking. One of his very close friends, she called him and was asking, please, is there any history of craze, mental issue with this man? Is there any history like that? Said the friend now said, why are you asking? Said, no, I'm just asking because he's behaving strange this time. Said the friend now say, hey, he don't come back. The thing come back. Abi don't stop in medication. That was when I said, which medication are you talking about? When did he come back? That was when the friend now realized that, okay, you didn't know. And I said, oh, I'm sorry, go and talk to your husband. Ask him, please, I'm sorry, I didn't know you didn't know. Go and talk. Your husband will be in the best position to tell you this. Nobody could tell her. So she went to the husband and insist, you have to tell me the truth, what is going on. The man told her nothing, she is fine, nothing. Then he went back to the doctor who was asking her question. Smart woman, not everyone will be this smart. He went back to the doctor and told the doctor, because they have a child together now. He went back to the doctor and told the doctor all the recent happenings, how he woke her up in the middle of the night that led to him collapsing after ranting so much, walking up and down like someone who they are chasing, like something. He was breathing so fast, acting like, oh, what is going on? I mean, not from the quarter. What can you not take anymore? That was how he was sweating when she's talking, when he was ranting. So she explained to the doctor again. Sometimes when they will be discussing, the way we just like change the subject matter that they are talking about, talking strangely, totally out of line. And then she also explained to the doctor how he came to the kitchen one day threatening to stab her with a knife when they had not quarreled at all, And then the doctor now told her, oh, he didn't tell you. He has a mental issue. Is either you stay with him or ask him to, if he's getting that worse, they need to relocate him into a home, psychiatric home. Or the woman should make sure, the woman should stay with him or whatever, seek for help or whatsoever they want to do, but be careful since they are with a child. That was when the woman went to him, confronted him, before he now opened up and said, yes, he had that problem. He didn't want to tell her. He was on medication back where they were before they relocated. And because they relocated there, they with the new looking for a doctor and all that, the medication got finished in the process. So he felt he was okay now. So that was it. So blah, 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 blah. Okay. What are we going to do now? The woman said she remembered how good the man was to her. She was not going to leave him no matter what. Though he had become a threat, he is now walking tiptoesing. He cannot to sleep. He go to die. Sometimes we just wake up. I hope everything is okay. She became constantly frightened, not settled, according to her. All right. So she lived with it with the man for some time, but it's as if the man was not taking his medication seriously. He stopped taking his medication seriously, and constantly with the mood swing, her life became threatened with the child there. He just had to call the social services and they said they should come and take him out of the house, where they have to admit him into the home where she will be going to take care of, to see him there or take care of him there. She will be going to visit. That she's no longer comfortable for them to stay together anymore because of the way the mood swing, the way he behaves, the way he acts, and all of that. Okay. So they did that, and before you know it, the man could not take it anymore, and all of that, only for them to. It was terrible. It was terrible. It was terrible. So they talk the night before she went to bed, and that particular night, I think the man insisted that he doesn't want to stay in the home, so they now gave him a self-contained apartment to him alone, because the woman said she is frightened. She cannot take both of them living together. They are not divorced, they are not separated, but she would rather prefer he lives alone, where she will go visit and leave. She doesn't want a situation where it will have a mood swing when she is sleeping because of the incident that happened before. So they obliged. The man also show understanding and said, fine, I won't force you. He said the man is a nice man. So the man also agreed and said, you know what, I'm sorry that I have to put you through this, blah, 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 blah. It's not my intention, but it's okay. He will stay where he wants to stay while you come visiting, no problem. You can visit and I can visit as well. He said, okay. So that night, that very faithful night, he said they talked. They talked for about, he said they talked for a long time, almost 1 hour, 30 minutes. They were on the phone just gisting and all of that, saying he wants to talk to his son. They talk, they gist and everything. Only for day to break, he said in the morning, the son, before the son said he wants to talk to his dad again. And then she was like, we spent 1 hour, 30 minutes where everybody sleep off last night. Leave him, he could probably still be sleeping. He said the son was saying, no, you want to talk to dad, you want to talk to dad. He said, okay, carry phone, go and talk. He dialed the number and give to him. The phone was ringing and ringing and ringing and ringing. The man did not pick. The man did not pick. So the son was worried, oh, daddy did not pick. Normally when he sees their phone call like that, he picks it so quickly. He did not pick. And then she started trying it and try. He still did not pick. And she has to go to work that day, that morning. So she dropped her son off school and went to work. Came back and still started trying it again. She just thought because they slept late, right? Because they stayed on the phone late, and maybe he slept off or whatsoever. So he didn't bother because there was no sign of saying anything when they talked last night. So when she came back from work, ring and ring again. This time the phone was no longer going through. I think he had run out of battery. That was how she called the police. She called the police and said, because of his situation, he called the police and said, look, they be trying him, he's not picking, blah, 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 blah. They should please go and check on him before she will get there, if they can. Lo and behold, wasn't a pleasant story at the end of the day. They found out that she was sitting on the chair, still with the phone in his hand. Yeah, like that, God forbid, but that was what she told me. Gone. Nobody know what happened. He was dead. They found him cold, dead, sitting on the chair. And they had thought that night, it did sound like somebody want to kill himself, or somebody who is sick, or anything like that. I didn't bother asking further what was the autopsy, what happened, and all that. It was a sad story. I have to share this story here today so that you guys can see the gravity of seeing the signs and ignoring it. It is not good. It is not good. We've heard recently, especially this 2020, we've heard so many cases of men who went to shoot their spouse, men who stabbed their spouse, men who almost killed their spouse or ended up hanging themselves. We have heard about all of that story. And if proper look is taken into it. The signs were always there but was ignored, taken for granted. Don't be a victim. Seek for help. If they are around you, encourage them to seek for help. Don't put up with it thinking they will grow out of it. Don't put up with it thinking it is normal, it's okay. He's just angry. Constant anger management. Anger management is not someone who is constantly angry, needs an anger management. In a situation where they cannot manage it, there is every possibility that their head needs immediate attention. All right, so don't put up with it thinking it's okay. And before you leave this video, please give me my thumbs up. Those of you who stayed and watched this video to the end, God bless you. Keep your eyes open. It is an awareness period. Let's spread this awareness to all our Africans, brothers and sisters. All right, take care of your health. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Very, very important. Having said that, this video is right where I want it already, the hours I want it already. Thank you for watching. Let me see if there's any question that I need to take, and then we call it a day. We'll call it a day. Oh, you are just coming to a good to see you. Okay, said okay. Because I used to be a very quiet person, I decided to go and see a doctor who ran tests on me. Exactly. Who ran tests on me? You see now, because you are constantly quiet. Please, there was a lady who was even telling me, yesterday, a lady called me. My lady, if you're here, please don't ignore. I know you said, please, you said you will talk to me when you've done that, and I should please encourage other people. She said she has a daughter who is, that is the quietness. Is you speaking of your own now just reminded me, Original White. She said her daughter is so overly quiet that it scares her. Like, she doesn't want to go out to play. She doesn't keep friends. She doesn't want to talk to anyone. She's always locked up in her room. From the only time you see her going out is when she wants to go to school. She goes to school, come back straight in this room, into her room. School friends, she doesn't think she has any. She's always quiet. When you call her to come and eat, said when she finished cooking, she call her. The only time you see her maybe downstairs is when she wants to come and eat, or help when she will force her come and help in the kitchen. If she spent 1 hour, 2 hours in that kitchen with the mom, she will not utter a word. Very smart girl with book and all that. And then sometimes you see her very moody. Says she is constantly worried. What is going on? Why are you moody? Why are you sad? He said when you question her too much on why she's moody, sad, and so isolated, she will start crying. Says she will just burst out and start crying. As in, you will not hear voice, so everywhere you will see tears running down her eyes. And then the mother said she's bothered. Like every time there are sometimes she will go to her room to sit with her, like, is there anything going on? Please talk to me. I'm your mom, talk to me. She will just nod her head. She will just move her head and say nothing. Will you doing that? Say, speak to you, say nothing, I'm okay. The highest she will say to you is, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. And then when you tell her, okay, come down, come and help me do this thing, she will actually come down. But she will zip her mouth like. I said, The mother said she's worried. B&B, I don't know what to do. What should I? So that, listen, it's not normal. He said, I know, that's why I'm calling. At first, he said, at first, I just felt she's the quiet child. But now that she's growing, he said, now that she's growing, she's 16. Now that she's growing, the thing is starting to bother her. I said, check, is she being bullied? Is she being bullied? Is anything going on in school? Said she has asked other questions. She keeps saying no. And there was only one day she suspected that it could be a bully thing, was when she came back from school. She cried into the house. She cried into the house, straight to her room. Then she went to, they were asking her, why are you crying? What is going on? Till today, nobody know why she was crying. She had to call. The mother said she has to go to her school the next day by herself. She didn't even bother calling. She went to the school to talk to the teacher. Yeah, exactly. To talk to the teacher, talk to the principal. What is going on? Why is she in school? Did anything happen in school? So that they can investigate, talk to their classmates if anyone is bullying her. And then I said, did she have a boyfriend? He said, no. Somebody that doesn't go out. How without having a boyfriend? Eh? She's constantly indoor, like, She doesn't want to play with anybody. She just wants to stay by herself. She over quiet. The mother said, I am bothered. I am worried. This is not fair. It's not normal. If anything is going on with this girl, she will not speak out. And then I told her, since you have done the right thing by going to the school and all of that, and they told you nothing. So till today, she still did not tell you why she was crying. He said, till today, nobody knows. She refused to speak. She will tell you, I'm fine. I'm fine. That's the highest conversation she will ever hold with her. Said the longest conversation she will hold with her mom is, I am fine. Her school result always come brilliant, perfect. I am fine. That is, even he said, even her siblings are worried too, like, she's too quiet. So I told her, I said, go on, because you need to talk to your doctor, go for consultation, seek for a therapist. She needs to go for a therapist. That's what I told her. I told her to consult, look for a therapist, consult a specialist. They need to assess her. She needs to be assessed. If you are starting to worry, that means for you to be talking like this is something that is starting to have an impact in you, the mother herself. The thing is starting to get to you. He said, B&B, she that is the mother is starting to get depressed for her. That's why she's talking to me. You see why I said, when you put yourself too much in situations with people like that, I'm not saying she is, without seeking for help or them being denial or not knowing what's wrong, it can affect you too. So the mother said she's starting to feel it. That she's starting to get depressed. She is sad for her daughter. Like, oh, what's going on? She's feeling bad. The moodiness, the quietness, the thing is starting to get to her. Anytime she sees her like that, she feels this pain inside of her. She feels like she wants to cry for her. And I said, this is not good anymore. I told her, see, you need to consult a specialist. You need to talk to a therapist. She needs to go for an assessment. They really need to talk to her. She needs one-on-one section with a professional therapist or a professional specialist who specializes in situations like that. I spoke to her at length yesterday, and she said, okay, that's what she's going to do. Just she doesn't know where to start. If you don't know where, you can search around your area. If you don't know what to, say she doesn't want to bring social services into it, blah, 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 blah. Say, it's probably still going to end up there. But the most important thing is that your child is okay. First of all, then go to your doctor, book a section with your doctor. Yeah? Book an appointment with your doctor. Start from there. Your doctor from there we, you know, refer you to where you need to go, the right place that you need to go. Your doctor will refer you. All right. So that was how we end our conversation. And that's a very observant mother as well. That's a concerned mother. That's a mother who know that, something is not right here. But I'm sure there are so many other mothers who will have a child like that, but rather be happier, at least she's quiet. Some others will overlook something like that. They don't care, so long as just keep quiet and be in your room. They don't care. There are mothers like that who don't even have time for them, who don't have time to take proper care of themselves, not to talk of taking care of somebody who looks healthy, who is okay, and just because she's very locked up in herself. Yeah. So please be observant, and watch. It starts little like that. What's making her emotional? What's making her feel sad? What make her always want to lock herself up? And she keeps saying she's okay. No, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. That's all. I said, no, that's not right. She told me to use it for a topic to advise other mother, to see if other people will share their own experience, how they dealt with it, if they've experienced anything of such with their children and all of that. you know. So I told her I would do that, but she first of all needs to go seek for the help that she needs, and then get back to me how she went about it, what happened. Then I will not sit down properly and do that topic. All right. So for now, that's me just hinting it there. Okay. So please, guys, watch out for them. Mental health. Take care of your mental health and take care of the people around you. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Don't put yourself too much. Don't stay too long in the situation so that it don't start affecting you as well. Seek for help. Encourage them to seek for help. Very important. Okay, having said that, thank you so much. How many times will I say thank you today? Thank you so much. For those of you who stayed here to the end of this topic, thank you for watching and God bless you so much. Joy Tiosa, thank you for your contribution. Thank you for your contribution. Original White, oh my God, your contribution was so wonderful. Well done, well done. Thank you for sharing your experience with us. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. Gospel Truth, thank you for your contribution. That was wonderful. That was wonderful. You guys contributed so wisely. I so travel, darling. Thank you. You guys' contribution was wonderful. And for every other person, if I don't call your name, pardon me. You all did a great job interacting during this section. Having said that, bye, darling. Please help me share this video. Let it get to other people, our African mothers, fathers in diaspora. You are where help is available. This is not Africa anymore. You are in a country where help is available. Make use of it. All right. Bye, darling, and good night. See you tomorrow. Is what? Tomorrow is Saturday. Let me know tomorrow. I have a lot to do tomorrow. See you on Sunday. Yes, I will be live on Sunday, live and direct. I will definitely be live on Sunday. See you guys on Sunday. Love you guys. Watch out for me where we do. There's a topic, a reality topic that we need to do on Sunday. Sunday, we are going to be doing a topic on Sunday. Oh God. Let me hold on first for that one. I haven't said a good night, everybody, and God bless you. And don't leave this place without dropping my thumbs up. Don't go with my thumbs up, please. Drop it here. Just click on the thumbs up under this video, and that's all you need to do. All right. And subscribe if you have not subscribed yet. I haven't said that. Till next time, stay blessed, stay healthy, take care of yourself, and of course, look out for those around you. Bye-bye. Yeah.